Hey everyone, hello. So today's video is one that sparks curiosity from anyone interested in spirituality, witchcraft, or the occult. We're going to talk about what's the difference between magic with a C and magic with a CK. At first glance, it might just look like an old-fashioned spelling, but in reality, the tiny extra K holds centuries of meaning, mysticism, and controversy. When most people hear the word magic, they think of card tricks, stage illusions, or pulling a rabbit out of a hat. This version of magic is all about entertainment. What we often call stage magic. But the term magic itself comes from the Greek word magia, tied to the priestly class of ancient Persians known as the Magi. These Magi were astrologers, dream interpreters, and keepers of hidden knowledge. Over time, the word magic split into two meanings: sleight of hand performed for amusement, and then occult practices meant to influence hidden forces, spirits, or energy. This dual meaning is said to be what led occultists to search for a way to separate spiritual magic from stage tricks. Enter Aleister Crowley, one of the most controversial occult figures of the 20th century. Crowley added the K to magic, spelling it M-A-G-I-C-K, to distinguish occult and spiritual practices from stage illusion. For Crowley, magic wasn't about deception, it was about transformation. He defined it as the science and art of causing change to occur in conformity with will. Notice the key word here is will. In Crowley's system, magic wasn't about casting spells or summoning spirits. It was about aligning your personal will with the higher forces of the universe to create real change. By adding the K, he gave the word a new life, linking it to ancient wisdom, numerology, and his thelemic philosophy. Now, let's break down the occult roots of magic with the K. The K in numerology is the 11th letter of the alphabet. Now, 11 is considered to be a master number, representing higher consciousness, intuition, and spiritual awakening. And by adding the K, Crowley tied the word directly to esoteric symbolism. Now, with ceremonial tradition, magic draws heavily on Hermeticism, Kabbalah, and alchemy. It involves rituals, invocations, symbols, and sacred language designed to connect practitioners with divine or cosmic forces. The difference in practice: magic with a C, no K, is illusion, performance, and tricks. Magic with a K is spiritual practice, ritual manifestation, and occult power. In short, magic with a K isn't about fooling the audience, it's about transformation of the self and the world around you. When people talk about magic with the K, it's not always the same thing though. Different traditions interpret it differently. So we'll talk about a few. You have high magic or ceremonial magic, which is complex rituals often rooted in Kabbalah, astrology, and alchemy. And it's used for spiritual enlightenment and invoking higher beings. And then you have low magic, which is folk magic, which is everyday spell work, herbs, charms, candle spells, and divination, as well as practical, grounded, and focused on immediate results. And then there's also chaos magic, which is a modern form of magic that emphasizes personal belief and symbolism. The idea is belief itself is the tool of power. Each of these traditions uses magic with a K as a way to interact with unforeseen forces, whether for personal growth, healing, or spiritual connection. Today, the spelling magic with the K is widely used by practitioners of Wicca, Thelema, and other occult systems. It serves as a kind of signal, an insider's way of saying, this isn't just about card tricks, this is about real spiritual practice. At the same time, the word magic with the C still holds cultural weight. Pop culture, movies, and fantasy literature often use magic with a C to describe mystical powers. But most modern occultists keep the K to emphasize authenticity and tradition. So, what's the difference between magic with a C and magic with a K? Magic with a C is about what you see on stage. It's illusions, sleight of hand, and entertainment. Magic with a K is the occult art of transformation, rituals, willpower, and spiritual practice designed to align us with the deeper forces of the universe. That one little letter K is more than just spelling. It's a gateway into centuries of occult tradition, symbolism, and philosophy. So the next time you see someone spell it with a K, you'll know they're not talking about rabbits and hats. They're talking about something much deeper. All right, everyone, I hope you liked today's video. If you did enjoy this dive into the world of magic, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, and leave a comment or two. Until next time, stay curious, stay mystical, and remember, the real magic is transformation. All right, everyone, take care. Peace.